जहां जरी वर्सेस इलेक्शन कमीशन पाकिस्तान थ्रू चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर इस्लामाबाद।
यस मीरा
I can't hear you. या मास्क पहने या उतारें, मतलब सांस तो फिर भी जा रही है ना नाक से, तो मुंह पे कवर करने का कोई फायदा नहीं होगा ना।
ठीक हो
जी
My Lord, I would like to read the brief facts of my case
बताइए बताइए।
at page number 3.
जी yes
That brief facts giving rise to the instant petitions are that the petitioner, All Pakistan Muslim League, hereinafter called APML, was registered as political party on 1/10/2010 under the chairmanship of Sayyid Parvez Musharraf. The petitioner APML actively participated in the national elections along with
हमने समझ गए, मसला बता देना सीधा।
देखिए जो ऑर्डर पास हुआ इलेक्शन कमीशन
Impugn order, sir, पास हुआ हमारे खिलाफ।
बात सुनिए, वो नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट पार्टी है आपकी, वो कहते हैं आपने अकाउंट्स भी फाइल नहीं किए कभी भी। ये जो पैराग्राफ पेज 26 देखिएगा, ईसीपी का जो ऑर्डर है उसका पैराग्राफ 25 है, उसमें वो चीजें जिसकी वजह से आपको वो ईगल का जो सिंबल है वो नहीं दे रहे, उसके रीजंस लिखे हैं।
इलेक्शन एक्ट दीजिए।
इसमें यह कि सर स्टेटमेंट ऑफ अकाउंट भी हमने सबमिट किया।
पहले कानून का हवाला देते हैं प्लीज,
ना आप
कौन सा कानून है एप्लीकेबल, लॉजिकली चले ना।
पढ़ लेना, पेज 25 में ना रीजन लिखे हैं ना, ये पैराग्राफ 25 पेज 26 ऑफ द ईसीपी ऑर्डर। Therefore, the party is virtually non-existent due to non-existence of the elected office bearers in accordance with the party constitution and the provisions of this Act of 2017. The party has been unable to provide valid consolidated statements of accounts for last 4 years, which is the requirement of Article 17, Sub-Article 3 of the Constitution, read with Section 2010 of the Act 2017. The APML has failed to fulfill the requirements of Section 209 and 2010 of the Act of 2017, which is one of the prerequisites for the investment of the political party in terms of Section 202. ये reasons हैं इसके।
अब आप
Sir, जितने भी reasons है, I want to explain each and every reason.
But before you explain reason, let us see the law referred to. Let's read Article 17 of the Constitution. Then you read the applicable provision of the Elections Act.
Freedom of association, Article 17. Every citizen shall have the right to form associations or union subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interest of sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan, public order or morality. Number 3, sir. Every political party shall account for the source of its funds.
Why have you skipped 2?
Yes, my lord. Okay. This is not so important, that's the reason. Every citizen not being in the service of Pakistan shall have the right to form or be a member of a political party subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interest of the sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan. And such law shall provide that where the federal government declare that any political party has been formed or is operating in a manner prejudicial to the sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan or public order, the federal government shall, within 15 days of such declaration, refer the matter to the Supreme Court, whose decision on such reference shall be final. Provided that no political party shall promote sectarian, ethnic, regional hatred or इनॉनमिसिटी।
ये तो नहीं आपने पढ़ होगा जी, आप प्लीज पढ़े ना, आपने अपनी तरफ से आइन बदल दिया।
आर्टिकल 17
ये अमेंडमेंट आई है सर इसमें।
हाँ?
18 अमेंडमेंट आई है।
ये कौन सी किताब आपने मुझे दी है?
ना आप ये लेटेस्ट इस वक्त सब आर्टिकल 2 है वो पढ़िए ना।
अब ये खत्म हो गया यहाँ।
अच्छा,
ये सब जब कोर्ट में आते हैं ना तो वो जो मौजूदा कानून होता है उसको पढ़ते हैं, पुराने कानून को नहीं पढ़ते हैं। सब आर्टिकल 3 पढ़िए।
Every political party shall have account for the source of its funds in accordance with law.
ठीक है, अब आप आ जाइए प्रोविजन ऑफ द इलेक्शंस एक्ट। उन्होंने कहा कि आपने अकाउंट्स नहीं प्रोवाइड किए हैं, आपने इलेक्शन नहीं होल्ड किए हैं, तो हम आपको तस्लीम नहीं करते हैं। ये इलेक्शन कमीशन ने होल्ड किया है, तो अब बता दीजिए कि ये आइन में पहली बात तो उनके पास आइन और कानून में उनके पास ये है या नहीं है?
आपने वो सर्टिफिकेट फाइल किया होगा ना इलेक्शन का?
सर्टिफिकेट फाइल किया, स्टेटमेंट फाइल
है वो स्टेटमेंट।
ये पेज नंबर 91 पे सर, ये हमारा अकाउंट स्टेटमेंट से सर्टिफिकेट पहले
आप समय इलेक्शन कमीशन इज अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी। व्हाट इज इट्स फंक्शंस? वी आर नॉट। अब आप हमें इलेक्शन कमीशन ना बना दें, ये देखिए सर्टिफिकेट आ गया। आप हमें दिखाइए कि इस ऑर्डर में गलती क्या है।
इसमें सर हमारी कोई गलती नहीं है। हमने तमाम जो वर्किंग है इलेक्शन कमीशन का जो एक्ट है और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन।
आप सेक्शन 209 पढ़ के ना ये बताइए कि ये जो चीजें आपने फाइल करनी थी ये आपने कब की हैं या नहीं की हैं। सेक्शन 209 ऑफ द इलेक्शंस एक्ट।
ओके,
ये है सर्टिफिकेट
बाय द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी।
हाँ, ये
A political party shall, within 7 days from completion of the intra-party elections, submit a certificate signed by an officer bearer authorized by the party head to the commission to the effect that the elections were held in accordance with the constitution of the political party in this act to elect the office bearer at the federal, provincial and local levels.
बेरर
Yes, ma'am.
जी फरमाइए।
Wherever applicable, the certificate under section 1 shall contain the following information. Number A, the date of the last intra-party elections, the names, designations and addresses of office bearers elected at the federal, provincial and local levels wherever applicable.
जब आप आ जाइए पेज 25 पे, the order of the commission।
इलेक्शन रिजल्ट्स भी था उसमें और 2-3 चीजें और थी जो आपने मिस की है ना।
अब आप पढ़िए पेज 25 से पढ़िए चौथी लाइन से। In this regard, have you found it?
Yes, my lord.
These are the reasons given. Page 25, fourth line.
In this regard, we will consider a precedent that the Commission issued notices to all the previously enlisted political parties to provide documents mentioned under Section 201, 202, 209 and 2010 and other requirements mentioned under Section 202 subsection 2 of the Act of 2017. 284, 284 political parties were delisted by the Commission void order dated 11th of January 2018. Similar notice was issued to AAPML, but at the time of delisting of political parties, the matter regarding submission of statements of accounts under Section 210 of the Election Act 2017 was pending before the Commission. Para 22.
तो ये इन्होंने आपने ये चीजें नहीं दी ना, अब क्या करें?
आपका इंट्रा पार्टी इलेक्शन कब ड्यू था?
3 दफा इलेक्शन हुई 2017 में, फिर 5 साल बाद इलेक्शन होते हैं। हमने कंडक्ट किए 2021 में। 2021
सर्टिफिकेट के साथ पेपर फाइल किए होंगे ना, वो तो दिखा दीजिए।
फाइल किए सर,
वो सर्टिफिकेट है, वो आपके पार्टी हेड को साइन करना पड़ता है।
आखिरी पैराग्राफ पढ़ लें जो ये जवाब दे रहे हैं इलेक्शन कमीशन पैराग्राफ 25 पढ़ लीजिए। पहले उन्हें 2 जजमेंट्स का हवाला दिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट के 3।
Paragraph number 25, sir.
In view
of the above discussion and scanning of record, the commission holds and decides that there are no elected office barriers of APML. Therefore, the party is virtually non-existent. Due to the non-existence of the elected office bearers in accordance with the party constitution and the provision of the Act of 2017, the party has been unable to provide valid consolidated statements of accounts of last 4 years, which is the requirement of the Article 17(3) of the Constitution, read with Section 210 of the Act of 2017. The APML has failed to fulfill the requirement of Section 209 and 2010 of the Act of 2017, which is one of the prerequisite for enlistment of political party in terms of Section 202. In exercise of all confirmed under it Article 218(3), read with Section 202 subsection 5 of the Act of it, APML is a political party, is hereby delisted. In the applications for allocation of symbols submitted by unauthorized and self-styled office bearers are rejected. Resultantly, the symbol eagle becomes available for allocation in accordance with law. Office is directed to take follow-up action accordingly.
what's wrong with this order?
My lord, I'm coming to page number 87.
Page
Number 87. Because we have submitted each and every document as per the...
We don't attach the document. Show us a letter that this is a letter received from the Election Commission. This is my reply to it. If you produce the original document before us, we will not consider it.
Sir, kindly, sir, see at page editor's certificate, sir.
Page कौन सा है?
87. Auditor's certificate. We have audited the...
You're not hearing what we are saying. When the Election Commission of Pakistan sent you a notice, which they not singled you out, they sent it to all the political parties. Submit your audited whatever accounts. Where is your response to that letter?
In that response,
I enclose the audited accounts here.
There was a multiple correspondence between the...
Where is it? That's what we want to see. If they have got it wrong on facts, you have to show us. Here I produced that this is the letter. You can't just produce a document now and how the document is being procured. You have to show us that, yes, I responded to this document. Then the Election Commission will say, I don't accept this document, or yes, thank you very much. Everything is in order now.
आपके तो 2020 और 2020 से आप consolidated account.
The same has been mentioned in the order issued by the
order में देखिए either हम तो we will sustain
Election Commission ये accept कर रहा है कि correspondence अपने order में इसका जिक्र किया है.
अपने order में कह रहा है 2020 से फाइल ही नहीं करते आप consolidated account.
आप अपने खत दिखाइए ना, खतूत दिखाइए कि ये मैंने खत लिखा. वो किधर है? कुछ भी नहीं है रिकॉर्ड पे. और एक और बात, ये आपने जो पता नहीं ये क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग, गैर मुनासिब बातें, ये कौन छाप रहा है ये चीजें? पेज 37 पे आइए. ये किसने छापा है जी? ये आपका डॉक्यूमेंट है? पेज 37, 38, 39? हाँ
नहीं, ये हमारा नहीं है सर.
ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपने क्यों फाइल किए?
This is the person who was office barrier of our party. Later on, he joined All Pakistan Muslim League. So these are the proofs. We have annexed these proofs.
You are supporting these documents.
we are not supporting in this sense. We are supporting in this sense that these office bearers join other political parties.
Bearers, please
Bearers.
pronounce it correctly.
Bearers. They join other political parties. And this is the proof.
ये पिक्चर
So what? Huh? जी.
ये पिक्चर्स जो है अल्लामा इकबाल की कायदे में, they were your members?
This is the dear Lago.
Huh?
This is dear Lago and they
लियाकत
have
अली खान
this-
नहीं आपने पूछ के लगाया है?
नहीं, इन्होंने नहीं लगाया।
ये पहले हमारी पार्टी में थे, ये हमारी पार्टी में थे, ये हमारी पार्टी छोड़कर चले गए,
ये
दूसरी
बंदा
पार्टी के हैं ये अभी।
दूसरी पार्टी के हैं।
ये
तो
इन्होंने
फिर ये डॉक्यूमेंट लगाया क्यों है? अब ये वजह बता देना।
ये इसलिए हमने लगाए हैं।
To show what? आपने तो देखिए, try to understand. There's an
Election
order.
Commission ने-
Let me finish. There's an
Election
order.
Commission ने इस
Let me
बंदे को-
finish. Let me finish. The Election Commission has passed an order, right? It can be a correct order, it can be an unconstitutional legal order. Why have you attached these documents? The documents which you should have attached, which were that here are the accounts, here are my other documents. Those you don't attach. Then why do you attach these documents? I'm just trying to understand.
Because this office bearer was called summoned by the Election Commission of Pakistan. And by considering him that still he is our
You were not
member.
before the Election Commission.
At that time we were not before.
So why didn't you move an application there? Please hear me also. If you had an interest, and they were not being properly represented, you could have also gone to the Election Commission.
इसे हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी जो है दे शैल रन देयर पार्टी अफेयर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू 2017 एक्ट। तो एंड ऑफ द डे आपको हशअप कर लिया सब कुछ। एवरी डे समबडी वुड कम टू द कमीशन सेइंग दैट आई एम द चेयरमैन। कोई रिजाइन कर रहा है, उसका नहीं पता चल रहा है, द कमीशन उसको बुला रही है, वो नहीं आ रहे, आपके अकाउंट्स का नहीं पता चल रहा, आपके आपस के झगड़े खत्म नहीं हो रहे, आपके सर्टिफिकेट नहीं प्रोवाइड कर रहे। तो आपको तो अपना एक कानून है, उसके मुताबिक जाना है। आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी दी गई, आपने कहा कोविड था, तो कोविड के बाद फिर आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी दी गई। इसके बाद आपका खेशगी नाम थे, कौन थे? हु वाज योर चेयरमैन who resigned and did not appear before the commission?
We have did according to the mandate of with them. We conduct dispute, and the reason behind that dispute was that Parvez Musharraf, the party chairman Parvez Musharraf was resigned.
देखिए, you don't mix up two different things. If there is a dispute amongst members, that's one matter. What you have challenged before us is the order of the Election Commission of Pakistan. All we have to show us that this is unconstitutional, illegal order. You were not a party before the Election Commission of Pakistan. Still we are hearing you. So you are not attacking the order on any ground. You are just saying that I have the accounts. We are not the Election Commission of Pakistan. If you had the accounts, you should have given that to them. Here are the accounts. End of story.
We have given, sir. And
Where is the proof? Where is the letter? Where is some
आपको
receipt?
भी नोटिस किया था उन्होंने, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने सबको इसमें नाम
सर
लिखा
हमारे
हुआ
ऊपर तीन है
बात सुने 12 आदमियों को नोटिस किया था कमीशन ने, जिसमें आपका भी नाम है। अभी जो मौजूदा जनाब जो फाइल कर रहे पिटीशन, इनका सीरियल नंबर 5 पे नाम
सीरियल नंबर 5
person.
हाँ, ये जहां जरीन मौजूद थे।
11 को नोटिस इशू किया।
ये आपके इंटरनेट डिस्प्यूट जो पार्टीज के थे उसकी वजह से सॉर्ट ऑफ सो मोटो उन्होंने आपको
इसका राजीनामा हो गया सर। जो डिस्प्यूट था राजीनामा भी हमने लगाया।
वैसे आपके पास ये एबिलिटी है कि जब जज बात कर रहा है आप सुन भी लेते हैं और अपनी बात भी करवा लेते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास ये एबिलिटी नहीं है। एक बात सुन तो लेना, फिर जवाब दे दें। अच्छा सर,
पेज 15 देखिए आपकी पेपर बुक का ऑर्डर पैराग्राफ 3, इसमें इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऑर्डर में लिखा हुआ है, ऑन 19 सितंबर गुलाम मोहम्मद खान एडवोकेट अलॉन्ग विद मिस्टर जहां जरीन एंड साहिबजादा रियाज खान अपीयर्ड। आप पेश भी हुए हैं वहाँ पे, आपने वो चीजें पेश करनी थी वहाँ पे। पेज 15 पे देखें, इलेक्शन कमीशन के ऑर्डर में इनका नाम लिखा हुआ है जो अभी हमारे सामने है।
पॉइंट है तो
इसमें लिख
बताइए।
मैं रीड करता हूँ सर, ये पैरा ट्रू। ऑन 8/8/2023 मिस्टर आमिद अली अफेयर एंड बिहाफ ऑफ मिस्टर सदीक मिर्जा and stated that they had submitted the documents regarding the intra party elections of APML। हमने स्टेट भी किया कि हमने डॉक्यूमेंट्स Khan, advocate, appear on behalf of Jahan Zareen. हम पेश भी हुए हैं, Ashraf Ali Kirwani, and also inform the commission that they have submitted the documents.
वही डॉक्यूमेंट जो उन्होंने स्क्रूटनी किए हैं वो लैकिंग कर रहे थे ना, वो नहीं थे, उसके हिसाब से डॉक्यूमेंट फाइल करने का इशू अलग है। आपने फाइल कर दिए डॉक्यूमेंट्स, मगर जो रिक्वायरमेंट थी लॉ की उसके मुताबिक वो डॉक्यूमेंट है या नहीं है, ये इलेक्शन कमीशन ने एग्जामिन करके जवाब दिया है ना आपको पूरा अपना। सेक्शन पैराग्राफ 26 के अंदर आखिरी में कि क्या क्या गलतियां थी उसमें उन्होंने बताई हैं। पैराग्राफ 25 पेज 26 के ऊपर उन्होंने बता दिया सारा।
इसमें लिखिए,
इसमें सर एक मेरा वो है, इसमें जो मेन रीजन है वो ये है कि हमारे पास औकात का निशान था, और एक काइंडली आप ये नोटिस पे देखिए, ये जो नोटिस है पेज नंबर 29 पे, इसमें इसका जिक्र किया है।
उन्होंने इलेक्शन कमीशन ने आपकी, अब वो तो एक एकेडमिक एक्सरसाइज हो गई, उन्होंने बहुत सारी वजूहात पे आपकी पार्टी को खत्म कर दिया, डीलिस्ट कर दिया।
इसकी रीजन है मेलाफाइडी ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ द इलेक्शन कमीशन। ये सब ठीक है,
एक सेकंड ठहर जाइए। हम हर पाकिस्तान में एक आदत हो गई, हर आदमी को डिस्क्रेडिट करो, उस पर इल्जाम लगा दो। आप वकील हो, act like you're saying malafide on behalf of the election. बताइए malafide क्या है, उससे आपकी कोई दुश्मनी है?
At page number 29, sir.
जी,
at page number 29, I may prove the malafide of the election commission. At para number 5. Under section.
एक सेकेंड, जी,
Under section 216 of the
कहाँ
elections.
से पढ़ रहे हैं आप?
Para 5, sir. Page number 29. ये नोटिस है।
एक सेकेंड, पेज 25।
ये इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जो नोटिस हमें जारी किया,
पेज
उसका नोटिस
पेज नंबर 29, सर 29।
ये तो कोई डिप्टी डायरेक्टर लॉ का खत है, हमारा जो ऑर्डर आपने चैलेंज किया उससे बात पूछ रहे हैं।
ये नोटिस है सर, ये नोटिस हमें भेजा।
तो आप समझते हो, आपको फर्क नहीं समझ आता है डिप्टी डायरेक्टर लॉ में और इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान में?
उनके बिहाफ
आप समझ ठहर जाइए ना, मैलेफाइडे का लफ्ज मत इस्तेमाल किया करें ऐसे ही। आईनी इदारों को नहीं तबाह करें पाकिस्तान के।
जब एक रिटर्न
आप प्लीज होल्ड योर हॉर्सेस,
रिटर्न फॉर्म में मौजूद और एक पार्टी को फेवर देना चाह रहे हैं,
आप प्लीज, हम आपको ये नहीं टॉलरेट करेंगे।
यस माय लॉर्ड।
सारा आईनी इदारों को तबाह कर दें पाकिस्तान में। एक एलिगेशन लगा दिया मैलेफाइडे, बताएं सपोर्ट योर एलिगेशन।
तो वो है कि जो आपके पास प्रूफ ना हो। जब एक नोटिस में खुद एक पार्टी का नाम दिया है और वो कहता है कि ये सिंबल के लिए फ्ला पार्टी से
साहब ने ऑर्डर तो नहीं
एप्लीकेशन है, उसको हमने प्रोसेस भी किया है। मैं रीड करता हूं सर इस पेरे को।
मुझे ये डिप्टी डायरेक्टर लॉ कोई आपको नोटिस भेज रहा है, जो ऑर्डर पास किया है वो इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान ने किया, वो उसके मुलाजमीन हैं।
बट दिस,
अब आप उस पे तो एप्लीकेशन लगा सकते हैं डिप्टी डायरेक्टर। अच्छा, फिर बीच में बोलो, आप ही बात करें, हमसे क्या करना है? चलिए बताएं।
मैं रीड करता हूं सर,
आप जो मर्जी करें।
पेज नंबर 29 सर, पैरा नंबर 5। Under section 216 of the Election Act 2017, every party makes an application for allocation of a symbol of its choice for each general election within the period specified by the Honorable Commission. For the allotment of symbol eagle, recently applications have been received from Pakistan Muslim League, All Pakistan Muttahida League, All Pakistan Muslim League and Istihkam Pakistan party, and the Honorable Commission has reserved orders therein. अभी हमें नोटिस इशू किया, साथ साथ हमारी सिंबल के लिए जो दूसरे पार्टी के लोग आए जिसमें इस्तेहकाम पाकिस्तान पार्टी भी है, उनके नाम पे ऑर्डर्स को रिजर्व किया।
नहीं तो आप नीचे भी तो पढ़िए ना, आपको इसीलिए तो बुलाया है, पैराग्राफ 6 पढ़िए, इसी में यही तो बात लिखी भी आगे कि आप आके हमें बताइए वरना हम ऑर्डर पास कर देंगे। पढ़िए पैराग्राफ 6 छोड़ दिया आपने।
इसमें मैलेफिडिक क्या है? एक आपको वो इतला दे रहा है कि 4 लोगों ने, अगर ना इतला करते फिर आप कह सकते हैं मैलेफिडे।
नहीं, वो कहते हमने ऑर्डर रिजर्व किया है।
आप वकालत ऐसी करते हैं, सर सुन तो लेना जवाब। जहाँ बात करते हैं शुरू हो जाते हैं, हम जब आपकी बात जब करते हैं,
जिस बात की जवाब देने की जरूरत है तो वो तो बताना चाहिए ना अदालत में।
जवाब नहीं, आप देखें, उसी के लिए आपको बुलाया है। प्लीज आप पैराग्राफ 6 में लिखें।
उन्होंने कहा 4 लोगों ने ये जवाब मांगा है, आप अपना मौक़िफ़ बता दें, आप कह रहे हो मैलिफिडे, ये तो आप इससे ज्यादा वो ट्रांसपेरेंसी क्या ला सकते हैं?
जिसमें इस नोटिस में जो नोटिस हमने इशू किया इसमें कहते हैं हमने ऑर्डर्स भी रिजर्व किया है।
हमारे लिए बड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है
ये सर जी पैरा 6 पे मैं आता हूं सर माइलर।
जब आपको बुलाए फिर आप गए?
जी हम पेश हुए, पिछले पैरे में हमने पढ़ लिया वकील की थ्रू, हमने कहा हमने डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट किए, उसकी कॉपी दे दी, उस ऑर्डर में जिक्र भी वो करते हैं।
इसमें लिखिए दिस सिविल अपील was not numbered by the office, therefore the appellant has filed, therefore CMA number 10566/2023 has been filed. Full stop. The objection raised by the office was that Jahan Zareen could neither describe himself as a chairman nor was he of the All Pakistan Muslim League. Full stop. However, since Jahan Zareen was before the Election Commission of Pakistan, we proceeded to hear him. Full stop. Under the circumstances, the appeal should have been filed by Jahan Zareen under his own name and not that of All Pakistan Muslim League. The objection to such extent of the office is sustained. However, in the interest of justice, we proceeded to hear Mr. Jahan Zareen through his counsel, Mr. Sher Aman, through his learned counsel, Mr. Sher Aman. Full stop. The order of the Election Commission of Pakistan assailed before us concludes in paragraph 25, which is reproduced here under. Full stop. The learned counsel was not in a position to. ये 226 की अपील है
जी,
डायरेक्ट अपील है,
अलाउड है ना? Appeal, learned counsel referred to section 202 within bracket 6 of the Elections Act 2017, which enables filing of an appeal, direct appeal before the Supreme Court. Full stop. We therefore proceeded to hear the said appeal. Learned counsel was repeatedly asked to show us any illegality or unconstitutionality in the impugned order of the Election Commission dated 19 September 2023, but was not able to do so. Learned counsel was also asked whether the learned counsel attention was also drawn to the following portion from the impugned order of the commission, या ECP कर दें ब्रैकेट में, वही रिपीट करते रहें, ये पेज 25 पे. Learned counsel was asked whether the accounts were provided, statement of accounts as required were provided, and no document was referred to which would show that the said documents were provided to the commission. Full stop. And counsel was also unable to show us any illegality or unconstitutionality in the impugned order of the ECP to justify it being set aside. Accordingly, the instant appeal is dismissed. Next case call करें.
थैंक यू।
Parliamentary list, Civil Petition 4-2 of 2024. Election Commission of Pakistan through Special Secretary Islamabad versus Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Islamabad through its authorized person and others.
Is this a CPLA or an appeal?
My lord, it is a CPLA from an order of the Honorable Peshawar High Court.
Acha.
This
Then
is
why are
short
you
order.
standing on the left and not the right? Ji.
This is short order, the detailed reasons have not been released.
The detailed reasons have not been released, my lord. It is
What is the short order?
my lord?
Where is the order challenged?
My lord, the short order is at page 28 of your lordship's paper book.
Page?
28.
इसमें कोई कैविएट आया है? किसका? इसमें कह रहे हैं शॉर्ट ऑर्डर है खान साहब, लॉन्ग ऑर्डर आ गया है, डिटेल्ड रीजंस आ गए हैं.
अभी डिटेल नहीं आया सर.
I'm preparing for various and Mr. Ali Jafar.
नहीं, डिटेल्ड रीजंस आ गए हैं.
जी sir,
Detailed reasons इसके short order.
detailed reasons not yet.
When are they expected?
It was actually expected within a week or so it will come, but Mr. Ali Jafar,
अच्छा चलें, short order, where is the short order?
Page 28, my lord.
Ji, can you read it please?
My lord, yes. For the reasons to be recorded later and subject to amplifications and explanations made therein, the instant petition is allowed in the following manner. We hold and declare that the impugned order of the Election Commission of Pakistan dated 22nd December 2023 passed in case number such and such is illegal without any lawful authority and of no legal effect. The Election Commission of Pakistan is directed to forthwith publish the certificate filed by the petitioner PTI on its website in terms of Section 209 of the Election Act 2017. It is further held and declared that Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is entitled to the election symbol strictly in terms of sections 215 and 217 read with any other enabling provision of the Election Act 2017 and Election Rules 2017.
You will be arguing this case, Mr. Amir Khan?
yes, I represent number one and some other respondents.
Who are some other
actually-
respondents? No, are you ready with the matter? Then we will commence hearing it.
Sir, actually we don't have any formal notice from them. No notice has been received from AOR. We only learned about this
No,
case.
that's why I've asked the question. If you, because you filed a caveat, so I have not
We
even
have
read,
filed, yes.
I got the file very late, I have not read the file. So if you're ready with the case,
No,
we'll
sir,
proceed
not
with.
yet, because we just received the.
So when do you want it for? But then their anxiety, because
Maybe tomorrow.
The
Or day
election
after.
symbols have to be issued on 13th, which is tomorrow, and the ballot papers are to be sent for printing virtually the next working day thereafter.
yes, naturally, because otherwise how will they? So then,
this is part of the election
how do you
schedule.
want to proceed?
So the question is that primarily my submission at this moment.
Any, how do you want us to proceed? We will hear
I'll
submissions.
submit that, let the matter be fixed for Monday and we'll argue,
नहीं,
come
अगर
back
देखें-
prepared.
देखें, then it will become a purely academic exercise. Or we suspend the order, then we can have Monday. So we have to be fair to both sides. So because, we don't mind hearing on Saturday and Sunday even, because we realize that elections must go through as smoothly as possible and in accordance with the law.
Exactly.
So we are prepared to sacrifice any working day, any time, morning, night. Now we are just asking your availability, but if we, on your request, adjourn it to Monday, then we will suspend the order because otherwise we don't know what the reasoning of the decision is.
My Lord, may I submit then, let it be fixed tomorrow. That will give us some time to prepare.
No, yes, by all means you're entitled to.
जो आप देख रहे हैं पेज 428 पे, वो पहले का था. The current order which is impugned,
Final order जो उनका है वो
page 54,
जी,
annexure B2.
Ji.
My lord, Your Lordship wants me to read the entire order or just the operating part?
Whatever you want to read so much of it so we can understand what the controversy was, what the applicable law was, and how it was applied and decided.
My lord.
Now, we leave it to you. You are experienced enough to know what we want.
My lord.
But the issues are related to the inter-party elections. They have pointed out different defects
My lord,
in
yes.
the inter-party elections.
My lord, yes.
This is the main cause of concern of
Yes,
the
my
Election Commission of Pakistan.
Yes, my lord. My lord, the brief, if Your Lordship may permit, the brief background of this case is that the last election of this party were held on 19th of June 2017. And according,
Does the law provide for holding of elections?
yes, my lord.
If you can keep referring to the applicable law, it will be.
My lord, yes. The applicable law is, my lord, the Election Act of 2017.
Section?
And Your Lordship will see initially the powers of the commission are identified, but if we move on to section 200 and 200 onwards, it relates to political parties and constitution and political parties. And the election is then, my lord, section 208. My lord, this bundle contains all the statutory.
No, we have the book.
All right. Section 208, the office bearers of a political party at the federal, provincial and local levels, wherever applicable, shall be elected periodically in accordance with the constitution of the political party, provided that a period not exceeding 5 years shall intervene between any two elections. A member of a political party shall, subject to the provisions of the constitution of the political party, be provided with an equal opportunity of contesting election for any political party office. All members of the political party at the federal, provincial and local levels shall constitute the electoral college for election of the party general council at the respective levels. The political party shall publish the updated list of its central office bearers and executive committee members by whatever name called on its website and send the list and any subsequent change in it to the commission. 5, where a political party fails to conduct intra-party elections as per given time frame in their constitution, a show cause notice shall be issued to such a political party, and if the party fails to comply with, then the commission shall impose fine which may extend to 200,000 rupees but shall not be less than 100,000 rupees. My lord,
What was the allegation of the Election Commission?
my lord, Election Commission initially wrote to them saying that according to your constitution, the period of elections is expired, which according to section 5 of their own constitution was 3 years for
Where
all
is
of
their constitution?
My lord, their constitution is page 140, volume 1. Sorry. Page 140, volume 1, and the section is section 5.
Page बताएं, where is the
Page
124 है आपका part
जी,
1
sir.
में देखें जो आपके पेज
Sir, relevant partial party elections, that begins from page 140.
वो
Sorry.
article 5 है.
Yes, sir.
I hope you're impressed. My learned brother has read the file. I am impressed. I have not read it, but he has. Yes, it's page 124. And what?
124, the relevant page is page 140,
140.
internal party elections.
G. Shall be held in
Elections
two
of the
parts.
chairman. The chairman of the party, the leader shall be elected by the direct secret ballot of all the members on the registered database of party federal EC. Party Federal Election Commission shall conduct this election. Election of the chairman shall be held 2 years before each scheduled general election in the country. Then, my lord, 5.1.4 is not really relevant because what happens when the chairman's position falls vacant? Then 5.2, the elections for all following offices shall be held every 3 years in the first week of the month of April. So that's the duration. As your lordship
What
just
is the
saw.
procedure in the constitution for the appointment of Federal Election Commission of the party?
Yes, my lord.
मुझे नहीं मिला वो, मैं उसमें constitution में देख रहा
ये
हूँ
क्या चीज है? फेडरल इलेक्शन कमीशन?
The election commission of the party
internal election
holds elections within the parties, my lord.
नहीं, ये I think my lord is referring to 5.1.2.
Yes.
What is that? The Federal Election Commission?
Yes, my lord. That
Party
is there,
Federal?
if your lordship turns to page 182,
क्योंकि उनका इतराज
192.
इलेक्शन कमीशन का ये भी है कि ये एक आदमी का कमीशन बना और ये फेडरल इलेक्शन कमीशन नहीं था, ये दिस इज व्हाट द इम्प्यून ऑर्डर सेज इन
yes, my
सम
lord.
कॉन्टेक्स्ट.
Yes, my lord. And the
इसका
federal,
अपॉइंटमेंट का तरीका नहीं है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में इनके.
my lord, at page 192, 192. An election commission, page 192, my lord. An election commission shall be formed comprising following.
फेडरल इलेक्शन कमीशन,
And Federal Election Commission, an election.
चैप्टर 9,
Yes, my lord.
पेज.
Page 192.
They use the language of the Constitution
Yes, my lord.
of Pakistan. Election Commission.
And shall, yes, my lord. An election.
This is not the Election Commission.
No, my lord. It is the intra-party election commission. An election commission shall be formed comprising following: Federal Election Commissioner, Chief of the Federal Election Commission.
Who was or is the Federal Election Commissioner?
My lord, at that time, it was, initially, there was one Mr. Jamal Akbar Ansari.
Kya?
Mr. Jamal Akbar Ansari.
Jamal?
Akbar Ansari initially, but now
Akbar
Ansari.
Ansari.
But thereafter, he was replaced, and he was replaced by the respondent number 2, if I am not mistaken.
What's his name?
Mr. Niazullah Khan Niazi.
तो ये 5 लोगों का कमीशन हो गया ना, एक चेयरमैन हो गए,
नियाजुल्लाह खान।
4 सूबे से हो गए मेंबर.
Abdullah Khan Niazi.
सूबों से.
6 members.
6.
चारों सूबों से.
बाकी कौन थे?
My lord, बाकी 4 तो कोई नहीं.
6 लोग हो गए.
That is one of the issues, my lord, that there were no other 4 persons. There was just this central person.
फेडरल कमीशन 7 लोगों का बनेगा ना इस हिसाब से. एक चेयरमैन होंगे, 4 सूबे
हम इनसे
होंगे.
पूछ लें, ये सही है खान साहब?
According to ECP, there was no, the other members of the commission were not appointed. That's part of the impugned order.
Is it correct?
Nobody is responding.
ये कोई रिस्पॉन्ड करना चाहेगा? ये फैक्चुअल क्वेरी है. Don't argue the case. Mr. Makhdoom Ali Khan says that there was no commission constituted by the political parties. Is this factually correct?
No, incorrect.
So where is the
Actually,
document
there was
showing? No, where is the document to show us the commission's constitution?
So that's why I was saying for a while, because they are now presenting it without proper notice to us. But we have satisfied the High Court. And one more thing which I want to say.
No, Khan Sahab, we will certainly hear you, don't worry. Because when a factual statement is made by counsel, the way I like to proceed is, I want to narrow the controversy as much as possible. If that factually is correct, I will take it as correct. So I always call upon the other side sometimes, is this factually correct? They say yes, no. So then we will say, then the question will arise, where is the proof of it? So if either you accept his statement or you don't accept his statement, you can certainly refer to any document or something you filed. We certainly will consider that.
Sir, but one thing which I wanted to request, prior to coming on the facts of the case, the question of maintainability, may be allowed to make my submissions on maintainability, locus standi of election
No, but
commission.
देखिए, if we talk about maintainability, then you'll have to argue first.
Yes. On the question of maintainability.
Yeah, but then because you said you wanted some time to prepare yourself, so we are just getting the facts because you may not have time enough. So we're just trying to save time. So we're just going through the case to understand it. And yes, you can say I reserve my right to argue on maintainability. We certainly will hear you, but we're just trying to cover some ground because probably you're not ready yet. Fine, that's fair enough, and we will give you time.
But a preliminary objection can be heard prior to.
But then, provided you are ready to argue it. If you're ready to argue it, we'll hear you.
On the preliminary objection that they have no locus standi to.
Fine, do you want to argue it now? We'll hear you.
Yes, that's,
Ready with it?
Argue now, because
Because you never said so. That's why you said you will argue tomorrow, so that's why we
But
said,
that's-
okay.
That's about the facts and other things. But right now, the relevant thing is whether they have to show how do they have the locus standi to file this petition. Election Commission is a quasi-judicial body.
Correct.
Two judgments of this honorable.
No, let me just correct you here. Election Commission is not just a quasi-judicial body, it's a constitutional body.
Constitutional
It has,
body.
from my understanding,
Right.
it has two functions.
Right, sir.
One, regulating the affairs of political parties, and which is an ongoing exercise, and the other is the free and fair elections. See, so probably we are at the moment in the first thing, that regulating the affairs of the political party.
Right.
I would imagine, unless I'm wrong.
I'm trying to submit here is that it is a body which has a power to make quasi-judicial decisions. It's a quasi-judicial body when
Of
the
course.
matter of dispute.
Their decisions are orders, they can be
This honorable
absolutely.
court has very recently held in two cases that such bodies have no locus standi to file the petition and come before the Supreme Court in defense of their own orders. So kindly consider those two judgments. In the light of those judgments, they have no locus standi to be here.
देखिए ये तो फिर भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी है एक सेकेंड
Constitutional body.
एक सेकेंड इवन द कलेक्टर अपील्स comes to the High Court, comes to the Supreme Court, when even though it's his own order, he is arguing his own order, effectively speaking. So ये तो constitutional body है. तो just देखिए then there will be another issue. Then another question of maintainability will arise. If you are questioning their maintainability, then the question of your maintainability will arise. How can you approach a High Court? फिर वो क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा.
Naturally, any adverse order I have right to challenge.
No. Which forum? The High Supreme Court. अभी पहला हमने केस सुना ना, क्या नाम है, APML. वो कानून में लिखा है to come to the Supreme Court.
डायरेक्ट अपील है वो, डायरेक्ट अपील है.
तो फिर वो question of maintainability will also cut you.
No, sir, the thing is, as far as their locus standi is concerned, there are two judgments of statutory bodies.
Locus standi, simple सी बात है ना. Locus standi is a different thing from capacity. Their local standi, from what I can understand, is they have passed an order. There's right or wrong is a different thing. We don't go there. And they say if we have to ensure our orders are abided by, unless set aside by a law of a competent forum. So all they are doing is ensuring whether, even if it's an illegal order, let's not get bogged down in that debate. If they just give up, then the orders will be rendered meaningless.
Then a party, affected party, which brought the matter before the Election Commission has the locus standi to file, but not the Election Commission.
देखिए,
for example, sir.
affected party can inform the Election Commission for whatever reason. Election Commission may act on its own. Election Commission may act on the information of a person. But now that they've passed an order, they're not entitled to defend their own order and surrender.
That's what I'm submitting. Just like the
On
example.
what basis?
Kindly see the case of a district judge. He passes an order. That order is challenged before the High Court. High Court sets that aside. Can the district judge come before the Supreme Court that in defense of his own order? No, it's a judicial body. Judicial body cannot.
There
come
is a slight
before the
difference, not a slight difference, a major constitutional difference would arise. The district judge falls under the hierarchy of courts to be supervised and controlled by the High Court under Article, I don't know, what is it, Makhdoom?
Whatever it is. I'm just giving an
एक
example.
सेकंड, नहीं वो एग्जांपल लगेगा नहीं. Now this is a separate body. You cannot apply that argument. It's a separate body. I've given you the example of Collector of Customs. Every day they are filing before us. Collector of Custom appeals. His own order is come and it's been turned upside down by the High Court. So he comes before us.
There are
We hear him. Nobody's ever raised an objection that they can't be heard.
There are two cases recently in which this Honorable Court has held.
बताएं कौन से? Which are those two cases?
Yes, those two cases, the recent one is 2023.
PLD?
PLD 2023, Supreme Court, page, page 516.
And the other one?
And the other judgment, where the ombudsman has,
Other judgment, yes.
the other judgment is PLD 2020.
2020. Supreme Court.
Supreme Court 586.
What was the facts of the first case?
They have held,
So first case, bataiye, let's go to 516. What is the ratio in that case?
yes, they held the order which was passed by commissioner and was challenged subsequently before the High Court, before the Appellate Forum and High Court,
Which commissioner?
that the commissioner cannot come.
The Commissioner, Election Commission.
Yes, not the Election Commission. In that case, it was Competition Commission.
Gee.
But there is a clear judgment.
Okay, so how is it, no, let's finish with one judgment at a time. How is this judgment applicable to a constitutional body?
Sir, kindly see para 23, page 535. Why I'm putting this before this honorable court?
Please.
The whole exercise may
Let's read
be
it.
unnecessary.
No, let's read it. To be honest, I've not read it, so let's read it.
Ji,
You
sir.
may well be right.
Page 23.
Ji.
It may also be petitioner to mention here that KNN's food which may have been aggrieved of the decision of the tribunal on the point of non-applicability, the provisions of section 10(2)(a) of the Act has been impugned the decision of the tribunal by preferring an appeal to this court, and it is the commission that has challenged the decision of the tribunal on that point by filing the appeal. In this regard, we may observe, though the role of the commission under the Act is primarily of a regulatory body, it is a quasi-judicial, as well as some provision, as well under the same provisions of the Act. The provisions of clauses A and D of section 10(2) of the Act, in our view, envisages the quasi-judicial role of the commission while declaring upon the divergent claims and allegations of two competing undertakings. And as held by this court in Waqar Ahmad's case, an adjudicatory body deciding a matter in the exercise of a quasi-judicial powers between two rival parties under a law cannot be treated as an aggrieved person if its decision is set aside or modified by higher court under the law or by a court of
Are you equating a quasi-judicial body with a constitutional body?
Sir, statutory body.
Are you? I don't know what your answer is. So first say yes, no, then we
What is the
proceed.
distinction between a statutory and a constitutional body? They are all under the law, under the fundamental law.
No, not at all. A constitutional body functions under the Constitution.
Yes.
A statutory body is a sub-constitutional body functioning under a statute. So are you equating the two?
Sir, rules, the certain principles are equally applicable to statutory as well as the constitutional body. If the principle is that a body is vested with quasi-judicial powers, it exercises a quasi-judicial power, pass an order between the parties.
I would call it a constitutional power. The Constitution grants, we don't make this Constitution, we only interpret the Constitution. And I don't want to read words into the Constitution either. The Constitution, in its wisdom, the Constitution makers created a separate constitutional body.
Yes.
Now, you may well be right, and I may agree with you 100% that a statutory body which determines a matter should not file an appeal. However, it will raise the questions how a collector of customs, etc., are filing appeals. But that matter is not before us, so we will not dilate on it. Can you show us a decision where a constitutional body, preferably the Election Commission of Pakistan, the same principle has been enunciated by this court?
Sir, actually, the principle is enunciated here as well as in another case of 2020, where ombudsman
वो फिर ombudsman is also a statutory body.
Sir, बात ये, what they are relying upon is the statute and provisions of the statute.
नहीं देगा
Sir,
आपको.
for all intents and purposes, they are acting under the Election Act, and that is a statute.
Ansab, देखिए,
and
this
they
will
are acting
amount
as a statutory
to
body.
this will amount to virtually finishing off a constitutional body.
Sir,
No, देखिए,
body has-
now देखिए, one thing is you are now on a very technical, hyper-technical argument, for which you have no precedent. The two precedents that you have filed, I'm just thinking aloud, apply to statutory bodies. Here we're dealing with a constitutional body. A constitutional body is altogether different from a statutory body. If a constitutional body feels aggrieved, either you let the constitutional body do its work. Probably they will argue that why is the High Court interfering in the work of a constitutional body? Unless it's something blatantly unconstitutional, I don't know. Whether the forum would be the High Court or the Supreme Court, I don't know. I'm just raising the questions as they come to my mind. But please don't equate a statutory body with a constitutional body. I will not do so.
Sir, the two bodies.
So मैं आपको हामिद खान एक आया था, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. I was sitting with former Chief Justice Jawad Khwaja. The matter came for holding of local government elections. The Supreme Court had passed a number of orders extending the dates, and Jawad and some, let's say, valid reasons were given for extending the dates. And I leaned over to Jawad Khwaja Sahab and he was about to do so, and I told him, I will write a dissent. He says, why? I said, that's a constitutional body. How will I direct it to do so? It's their job. And he said, oh, you got a point. And we did not. We said, this is their job. Do your job. We can call upon you to do your job, but we cannot take on the functions of the constitutional body. There's a very clear line of demarcation. So if they're not doing their job, or they're doing their job unconstitutionally or contrary to the law, yes. But if they're doing their job, we won't take over their job, how to do it, how better to do it. I don't know. But then every judge will start running a constitutional body.
Constitutional body performing function under a statute. The whole controversy is arising after that statute, which they are relying upon with the Election Act. So in this case, while exercising powers under the statute, it is a statutory body for all intents and purposes.
चलिए हमने आपका objection note कर लिया. ये बताइए, do you have an exact case on the point of the Election Commission of Pakistan? Because yes, we will consider these submissions, but if you have an actual case, it will further clarify the matter.
The two cases of recent.
वो हमने देख लिया. One is ombudsman, which is set up under some federal law. The other is the case of the Competition Commission, which has also been set up under
1983
statute. But you can reserve it. You don't have to respond. So you can continue bolstering your argument when we give you an opportunity. We've heard your original objection. It is not something which immediately appeals to me.
Okay.
I mean, but having said that, I'm open to persuasion. So is that fair enough?
Yes.
So shall we let Mr. Makhdoom Ali? No, shall we let him proceed on facts? And wherever a fact, not the law or his interpretation is wrong, please let us know that this is factually wrong. So let's make some progress.
After completion of arguments, I still reserve the right to take this objection.
By all means. By all means. I mean, yes, it's a very valid, you have every right to take an objection. Ji.
My lord, if your lordship permits.
No, but coming back to one factual statement which he made, he said there was no, what is it called?
Federal
Election Commission.
There was no appointment of Federal Election Commission according to your own constitution.
Is this correct or not correct?
We did it according to our constitution as well as in accordance with the requirement under the statute. They both have been met.
नहीं वो किधर है वो कागज दिखा दीजिए ना हमें. Where is the body, the Federal
This case
Election
has only
Commission?
been filed yesterday. We had no notice. We could not file a response. I would have done all that. But kindly see the circumstances
Khan Sahab, but the-
made to argue this case.
No, Khan Sahab, dekhe na.
On the other-
Ek second, na. This is not, let's not say I've been taken totally by surprise because this matter has been taken by you to the High Court, both in intra-court appeal as well as writ jurisdiction, and then you had filed something here which you withdrew as well. So it's not something coming surprise. So this is very basic. Their thing is either, I don't know what their plea is, that the elections were not held or not held in accordance with your own constitution. So far, that's what I've understood.
That's what-
Now, surely you know their case. It's not that this is very surprise to me for the first time. So think about it. You can meet it. If you want to file some concise statement, we allow you to do that as well. If it's not already on these pages of documents, you can file a concise statement. Or if you want, we can summon the record of the Election Commission of Pakistan, which may not even require you to file the concise statement because whatever is there will be there. Do you have any objection to that? We can summon their actual original file,
You
whatever.
must have filed all documents to the ECP along with your certificates, which is the requirement of law that you submit the certificate along with all prerequisites and requirement which you have fulfilled for holding inter-party
Yes.
election.
Yes.
So वो चीजें रिकॉर्ड पे होनी चाहिए ना, then how will you see that?
हम मंगवा लेंगे. I think we will send for it. Continue, Mr. Makhdoom.
My lord.
जी.
My lord, may I, with your lordship's leave, briefly draw your lordship's attention to page 31 of paper book, part 1. Page 31. And I'll immediately thereafter come back to the point.
Page
31.
जी.
That is the copy of their petition.
Their petition in the High Court. Your lordship will see.
This is the only petition on which the short order
This
has been
is the Peshawar High Court petition
No, no.
against the judgment on which we have come before your lordship.
Okay.
There is, the official respondent is only one, Election Commission of Pakistan. Page 31, Election Commission of Pakistan. The other 4 respondents are the members of PTI. So neither the Federation nor any other body has been impleaded as a respondent. If the Election Commission of Pakistan can be sued in the Peshawar High Court, but has no right to appeal a judgment of the Peshawar High Court, that means that whatever has happened in their case is final.
Why did they array these individuals as part?
My lord, because they were the members and who were complaining that the elections were not held fairly and were not held in accordance with the constitution of the party.
They had filed a complaint with you.
With the election commission, yes, my lord.
12-15 petition. But I think
There were 14 complaints before there were 14 complaints before the election commission.
When? 14 complaints.
My lord, yes.
But here there are only. Sorry, there are. Okay, I thought there's only. So can you? These names are what? Raja Tahir Nawaz, Akbar Ahmad.
Yes.
These are members of PTI or they are
Yes,
some
ma'am.
other people?
Yes, my lord. They are members-
Troublemakers.
They are members
other
of
parties.
PTI. So
No, are they other party people or are they PTI people?
they are PTI people according to us.
Okay.
My lord.
My lord, I represent respondent number 10, Akbar Babar, just in case.
Akbar Babar,
The respondent number 10,
he's now respondent number 10.
ji,
Okay.
I filed my,
Were they before they were before the High Court?
I had filed a complaint.
three. Respond number 3 था.
They're being members.
My complaint is a
Sorry, एक second. Khan Sahab क्या कह रहे हैं? Khan Sahab, can you just speak in the mic there? Your mic there or mic here?
Yes, sir. What I'm submitting, they claim, the election commission is saying that these other respondents are the members of the party. They are not. That's
Okay, चलें. इनका कहना है कि they're not members. Can we show us that complaint? Any one complaint?
One of the complainants before your lordship, he was respondent number
चलिए
3 in the High
दिखाएं वो
Court.
अकबर अहमद की दिखा दें.
the 230, at page 230, part 1 of this paper book.
230. जी.
This was a complaint, my lord. And the context on the next page, if I may, on 231, there's a title summary of electoral fraud. in the absence of basic rules of any elections that allows a level playing field to contestants as detailed above.
नहीं, आपका इसमें मेंबरशिप का कहाँ लिखा है पहले वो बताएं ना कि मतलब how you have claimed to file any right of this complaint.
My lord, the issue of my membership has been in court before the SCP for the ECP since
आपके
2014.
नाम के नीचे देखें क्या लिखा है आपने, इसमें लिखा है आपने फाउंडिंग मेंबर ऑफ पीटीआई।
जी बिल्कुल,
इसका जवाब इन्होंने दिया?
जी ये मैं गुजारिश कर रहा हूँ कि मेरी मेंबरशिप तो ये कंटेस्ट करते रहे, लेकिन
नहीं, इसका जवाब किधर है इनका?
ये कहते हैं कि आप मेंबर नहीं हैं।
Where is it? Where is the reply? Where is the reply?
They did not respond to my complaint. There is no written reply to my complaint. It was only argued verbally by counsel.
No, verbally, it's factual things cannot be verbally argued. So,
Your Honor, I am not aware of any written reply to my complaint that was filed before the ECP.
but he's given a number of things. If you can read the different.
Mr.
Founding
Akbar S.
member?
Babar has been a founding member of the PTI and he has held office within the
Please
party.
read what it is, don't argue. Please read on 232 under his signature.
His address, his cell number,
भाई, address
founding
के बाद
member of
आगे बढ़े
PTI, founding president of PTI Balochistan, former Central Information Secretary of PTI, former Vice President PTI Media and Information Management, former member PTI CEC and Core Committee.
Khan Sahab, so how can you say he's not a member? He has given not one, You may not like him, is a
They
different
have all
thing.
ceased to be members, and they are wrongly claiming themselves to be members just to create problems for the party.
Let's not become emotional. We respect you greatly, but where is the negation of this fact?
That we certainly will show before this honorable court.
ठीक है, अच्छा, is there anything on the record to show?
But at least this statement-
Did you respond by saying that these persons have nothing to do with PTI?
मेरी गुजारिश ये है कि I am representing the party. The statement of the party should take precedence over what they are saying. Just making allegations, making
नहीं, but
claims.
देखिए, but the whole
And
thing, एक second.
unfounded claims.
Khan Sahab, एक second. They can say we are representing the party. Again, just to claim that it will not do anything, na? Because who represents the party is who gets elected as per your own constitution. It's nothing to do with the election commission, it's nothing to do with the Supreme Court, it's your own constitution. So you can't say I represent the party. That is the very essence of the matter, which they're saying you do not represent the party. It's because there is no election or false elections or whatever election. This is the allegation, maybe a false allegation, but you can't simply say you nobody. Unless you say when show us the proof you are not founding member of PTI. Was he a founding member of PTI?
They are not saying that the party has ceased to exist.
Was he a founding member of PTI or not? But then prima facie the burden shifts on you.
Burden shift about no.
इसमें तो आपने इनको एक्सपेल किया तो उसका कोई खत है?
आपने इनको निकाल दिया पार्टी से या उनका रेजिग्नेशन आएगा? देखिए दो तरीके होते हैं ना, या तो आदमी कहता जी मैं जा रहा हूँ खुदा हाफिज, या आप उसको एक्सपेल करेंगे, ठीक है, तो और पता नहीं कोई और तरीका हो सकता है।
फाउंडिंग मेंबर है, फाउंडिंग मेंबर तो मेरे हिसाब से खत्म ही नहीं होता बिकॉज ही इज ए फाउंडिंग मेंबर। अगर फिर भी आपने एक्सपेल किया है तो उसका कोई लेटर होगा या उन्होंने रिजाइन किया है तो भी लेटर होगा। इवन देन जो स्टैट्यूट हो गए ना उस फाउंडिंग मेंबर में नाम हमेशा रहता है उसका, वो फाउंडिंग मेंबर है।
Has he joined some other
ऑप्टिंग मेंबर?
Has he joined some other political party?
वो एक और एस्पेक्ट है, कौन फाउंडिंग मेंबर है, कौन
नहीं,
सब्सिक्वेंट।
वो तो बात की बात है ना।
Question यहाँ पर-
खान साहब, were you one of the founding members?
जी?
Were you one of the founding members? नहीं, are you one of the founding members yourself?
आप भी थे फाउंडिंग मेंबर?
Yes, I am a founding member.
कितने founding members थे?
That has
Total founding members कितने थे?
founding members. We were about 12 of us.
जी?
About 12, 8 to 12. Yes.
Do you have a list of those names somewhere? Just make a note of it, you can respond later. Challenge, yes, continue, Mr. Mahmood Khan.
My lord, may I add that on page 486 of, this is part 3 in this, there is an order of the election commission that 486.
नहीं, आप ऑर्डर छोड़ नहीं, कोई छोटी बात है बताएं बेटा।
उसमें question of membership has been determined by the commission as far back as 2017. This was contested.
एक से 486.
486.
कौन सा पार्ट है?
Third.
Part 3.
486 जी
जी, ये मेरी जो कंप्लेंट है इसके साथ मैंने दो ऑर्डर लफ्ज किए।
पढ़े, read the relevant part.
Paragraph 12.
What is 486? Where does it start from?
Well, Lord, it is an excerpt from an order of the Election Commission dated May 8th, 2017, which disposed
8th May 2017.
2017, which disposed of the issue whether Akbar S. Babar is a member of the party or not. And relevant para 12, I will read, the above reproduction of the letter of ouster is of significance. It clearly reveals that the petitioner had been relieved from all party positions and responsibilities. There is not an iota of reference to the effect that he has been ousted from the party and the membership thereof. Apart from the letter dated 3rd September 2011 mentioned above, the respondent could not produce any letter, direction or order whereby the petitioner is removed from the membership of the party. It was neither produced till the last arguments nor till the announcement of the order.
ये membership अभी बाकी है, ये जो positions थी उनसे relief किया, ये आप कहना चाहते हैं?
Apologies, my lord.
मतलब my lord is saying he no longer holds position in the party, but he does membership. He continues to be.
Yes, my lord.
Still intact. Yeah,
And was this order challenged by anybody?
It was, they filed a writ petition before the Islamabad High Court, and on page 487 is an excerpt of that order.
487
487 पे तो नहीं है.
487
ये मेरी कॉपी में
ये तो उर्दू में कुछ लिखा है नहीं.
487, my lord, is a copy.
एक हाथ के लिखा हुआ है 487 और एक वो है.
My lord, unfortunately, the copy that I have वो इतनी legible नहीं है, तो I seek permission to.
ये कौन सा
487.
देखिए ये 487 पे ये चीज है.
487 पे तो लिखा है बैरिस्टर गौहर अली खान अपने पूरे पैनल समेत बिला मुकाबला कामयाब हो गए हैं.
ये तो उनका कोई वो है. इसमें देखिए दो नंबरिंग है 487/491.
मतलब पार्ट 3 जो मेरे पास है 487.
आप बहस ना करें ना, मखदूम अली खान से पूछ लें.
आपकी प्रेस रिलीज आई है, ये 487 पे इनकी प्रेस रिलीज आई है. ये प्रेस रिलीज लगी हुई है कि
मेरा तो मखदूम साहब के
ये इसमें कुछ गलती है. उसमें क्या अच्छा चलें बता दें जबानी. आपकी सीपी रिट पिटिशन थी
जी. दिस इज रिट पिटिशन नंबर 2014 of 2018.
2014 of 2018
titled Imran Khan versus the Election Commission of Pakistan.
इसका फैसला की तारीख क्या है
जी? 18/7/2018.
इसमें क्या फैसला हुआ है
जी? इसमें लोकस स्टैंडर्ड का क्वेश्चन एड्रेस हुआ.
स्टैंडर्ड को छोड़िए,
मेरी सॉरी मेंबरशिप का, मेरी मेंबरशिप का माजरत. और जो फैसला SECP ECP ने किया था, इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान ने उसको बरकरार रखा कि मैं मेंबर हूं और इसको दोबारा चैलेंज नहीं किया गया.
ओके ठीक है, चलिए खत्म हो गई बात. upheld ECP's decision. ECP's decision, no further challenge. चलिए कंटिन्यू मिस्टर मखदूम अली खान.
My lord, yes. My lord, I was respectfully drawing your attention to the fact that going back.
These elections were held unopposed because my lord read something.
Yes, yes, please.
How can you hold it unopposed? There was nobody contested.
There were 3 panels, but at the end of the day, the election commission said that on the last day, the 2 other panels withdrew, and only the panel of Mr.
How many posts were contested?
कोई भी
No post was contested.
No, मेरा मतलब how many posts were on to be elected on?
They were, my lord, for the chairman of the party.
Total posts कितने थे?
Total, my lord, I'll just count and give total.
Page 79 से शुरू.
Let Mr. Sikandar do some work. सिकंदर साहब मुश्किल से हाथ आते हैं.
जी यहाँ से है मखदूम साहब, ये पेज 79.
Page 78 onwards, my lord, and 79.
एक पोस्ट इलेक्शन है या बहुत सारे पोस्ट हैं?
सर एक पोस्ट है, page 79 to 80.
Page
79 to 80 in part 1.
नहीं, कभी-कभी होता है ना, एक पोस्ट पे नॉन अनअपोज्ड आ जाए,
नहीं
सारे
सर,
के सारे अनअपोज्ड आ गए।
सारे 15 के 15 अनअपोज्ड हैं, आप देख लीजिए।
ये तो जरा सा तो बड़ी हाईली कंटेस्टेड होते हैं सियासत में, बातें लड़ाइयाँ भी होती हैं, मुझे टिकट चाहिए।
देखना ये अलग अलग कैटेगरीज में है।
जी सर,
पहले
सेक्रेटरी जनरल, एडिशनल
79 पे है सेंट्रल ऑफिस बेयरर्स का जो नोटिफिकेशन है,
जी सर,
इसमें 15 आदमी अनअपोज आ गए।
जी सर,
उसके बाद पेज 81 पे प्रोविंशियल ऑफिस बेयरर की लिस्ट है
जी सर।
बलूचिस्तान की,
जी सर,
ये 18 अनअपोज आ गए।
सब अनअपोज्ड हैं।
केपीके की लिस्ट आई, उसके बाद 82 पे ये 18 अनअपोज हैं,
उसमें सर
20 अनअपोज हैं।
20 है, वो सब अनअपोज्ड हैं।
उसके बाद पंजाब की लिस्ट आई है,
जी सर, वो 20
इसमें
है।
भी 20 अनअपोज हैं पंजाब में भी।
जी सर,
और फिर आखिरी में सिंध की एक लिस्ट आई है, ये भी 17 अनअपोज हैं।
सब अनअपोज्ड
तो
हैं।
ये पूरे इलेक्शन में जो रिजल्ट है ना, तो जो इत्तेफाक से मेरी अभी नजर पड़ी तो फाइल के ऊपर, ये सारे अनअपोज ही
जी,
इलेक्शन
all of them are unopposed, 100%.
हुआ नहीं।
Who is this person, Niazullah Khan Niazi? Is he in attendance today?
Yes.
आप वकील हैं या आप क्या हैं इसमें, या पार्टी हैं इसमें?
Chief Election Commissioner PTI.
Is he a party in this?
His party respondent number 2, Lordship.
Respond number 2, my lord.
Respondent.
नहीं, मगर ये कुछ जरा समझाएं बात। एक दो पोस्ट तो होती हैं अनअपोज्ड हो जाते हैं लोग, सारे के सारे अनअपोज्ड आ गए।
जी पर हम जी
आपसे नहीं पूछ रहे ना, उनसे पूछ रहे ना, क्या नाम है इनका, नियाजुल्ला खान नियाजी साहब से।
जी लॉर्डशिप।
ये कोई अजीब सा इत्तेफाक है या क्या है?
जी नहीं, अजीब इत्तेफाक नहीं है, क्योंकि अकॉर्डिंग टू अवर रूल्स।
नहीं, रूल की बात सिर्फ आपसे फैक्ट पूछ रहा हूँ ना, बहस नहीं कर पूछ रहा हूँ, सिर्फ ये तस्दीक कर, नहीं बताएं, नहीं तस्दीक कर दें, हाँ सारे अनअपोज्ड हैं।
जी अनअपोज्ड,
कोई भी नहीं इलेक्शन, एक इलेक्शन भी नहीं हुआ,
नहीं हुआ
पूरे पाकिस्तान में।
पूरे पाकिस्तान।
आपने नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म इशू
क्योंकि
किया,
पैनल इलेक्शन था लॉर्डशिप, पैनल। अगर रूल्स में पढ़ेंगे जो पैनल मेरे पास
बहस सुनेंगे, आप क्या फिक्र ना करें।
ठीक।
ये आप माशाल्लाह आपके सीनियर मोस्ट काउंसिल अटेंडेंस जी, ठीक है, सो दे कंसीड ऑन द फैक्ट दैट दे ऑल अनअपोज्ड,
They were all unopposed.
सेंट्रल एज वेल एज थ्रू आउट पाकिस्तान,
Central as well as in all the 4 provinces of Pakistan.
which to which what do you say?
My lord, that is one of the submissions, and that the Election Commission notes that if the elections were held in accordance with the Constitution under the supervision of a proper election commission, and the party's constitution was followed, because the election commission takes the position that it's not merely that an election has to take place, the election has to be in accordance with the constitution of the political party.
But again, the very word election means what? Simple language means I elect
Yes.
to engage your services, or I elect to engage, to use counsel Mr. Sikandar Bashir's services.
My lord.
As counsel, in everything else also election, you want to elect to go to this restaurant or that.
Yes.
In an election, it will be you elect this person or that person or these number of persons.
Yes, ma'am.
So you, otherwise, the Constitution can simply say whoever the chairman decides will be deemed to be have been elected. So let's either go with democracy, because after all, it's not just democracy, it's representative democracy.
And that is what the Election Commission says. And my lord, the Election Commission further says that when it came to the Election Commission itself, there is no document on the record to establish that the previous election commissioner was removed lawfully, or that the new
Previous
one
election commission कौन सा है?
Sir, इनका जो chairman थे previous federal election commission के, there was a gentleman called Jamal Akbar Ansari, and the election commission notes that in its order, which
No, wasn't it Mr. Justice Fajuddin?
my lord, that was much earlier. That was in 2017 at that time, and there a controversy arose again whether the elections were fair or not. But that's not the controversy before your lordship. And
Okay, so after that there was another election commission and another.
yes, sir. And Mr. Jamal Akbar Ansari later on ceased to be an election commission, and there were no other election commissioners
What is
elected.
Mr. Jamal Akbar Ansari's viewpoint?
My Lord,
Or he's not been heard?
I'm not aware, and he's not arrayed as a respondent by them before the Peshawar High Court, because now
Wouldn't he be relevant as a party?
my Lord, he was not a party before the Peshawar High Court.
No, but would
And
he be, in your opinion, relevant party or not a relevant?
Not really, my Lord.
Okay.
Not really, because the Election Commission just takes the position that he was neither removed in terms of the constitution of the party, nor did election to any of the election commissioners, which were, as your Lordship noticed, they were to be from each province, one from each province. That took place, and therefore these unopposed election results were declared only and only by the person who is now the respondent number 2 of before your Lordship in the petition, and the certificate has been issued.
Which certificate?
My Lord, the certificate which was submitted to the Election Commission.
Can you take us back to that provision of the Constitution which requires the whatever?
Yes, my Lord.
Where was that
The-
provision? Page?
The Election Commission, my Lord, is set up under the chapter is Chapter 1, Part 8, Elections,
No, but the
Article 213 onwards.
Either your terminology here it says Federal Election Commissioner.
Oh, my Lord, you're talking, I'm so
Page,
sorry.
I'm at page 192, which
Yes,
you had
yes.
referred to.
My Lord, I'm sorry, I misunderstood it as the Constitution of Pakistan.
No, no. Federal Election Commissioner.
Yes, my Lord.
But here at page 80, Mr. Niazullah Khan Niazi describes himself as Chief Election Commissioner.
My Lord, yes.
Why not Federal Election Commissioner?
Yes, my Lord,
Because the terminology in their constitution is federal. So he may be of a province or I don't know. Why the terminology has been changed?
my Lord,
Yeah, page 80 पे देखिए.
Yes, sir.
For instance, इधर वो अपने आप को कह रहे हैं चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर. और पेज 192 में आइन में उनके है कि फेडरल इलेक्शन कमिश्नर और फिर वन कमिश्नर from each of the all four provinces and one each from AJK GB, total of 6.
Federal Election Commissioner, Chief of the Federal Election Commission, one commissioner from each of all four provinces, and one each from quasi-provincial areas of AJK and Gilgit-Baltistan.
Okay.
They are total of 6 plus
6 plus 1 7. अब आप जरा आ जाइए पेज इनके जो इन्होंने रिजल्ट्स जो दिए हैं
Yes, my Lord.
जी.
Yes, my Lord.
तो ये वो जो उनके लोकल प्रोविंसेस के कमिश्नर्स हैं वो तो किसी के दस्तखत नहीं है, वो तो एक साहब के हैं जो अपने आप को चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर कह रहे हैं.
Everything has been done by this particular.
नहीं, मतलब मैं जरा समझने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. भाई चलिए वहां तक तो समझ आ गया, फेडरल तक तो प्रोविंशियल तक तो सूबों वालों को नहीं फाइल करना चाहिए था. अच्छा, ये इलेक्शंस इनके हर सूबे में हुए हैं या एक ही जगह हुए हैं?
सारे केपीके में है.
Because the
इलेक्शन का वेन्यू केपीके
वेन्यू कौन है?
venue was KPK.
नहीं नहीं, किस जगह? सूबों का भी और फेडरल का भी अलग अलग हुए हैं वेन्यूज?
No, my Lord, and so far as we are aware, these all took place.
चलिए फिर ये हम इनके लिए सवाल छोड़ रहे हैं खान साहब के लिए. We want to know the venue of the elections, whether all the elections to the federal body as well as the provincial body were also held in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or they held in the different provinces. The other question, why is the nomenclature been changed from Federal Election Commissioner to Chief Election Commissioner? Why were the results not signed by the other 6 members?
Yes.
So these are questions which they can, have arisen which they will respond to if you don't have an answer.
My Lord, in so far.
चलिए आप बढ़िए आगे.
We are
अच्छा, now we have a problem.
My Lord.
As you may note that there are 2 chief justices from other provinces and we had held 11:30 as for the Supreme Judicial Council to meet. I don't know what will happen. We may not have time, we may have time. So certainly not before 1:30, but we'll let you know. So please stay. I mean, you can go away, but come back at 1:30 to find out. We may reconvene. I don't know what will happen there. नहीं तो 1:30 तक तो आप फारिग हैं. आपको हम जब उस अपने कोलीग दूसरे बॉडी मैं कुछ कह नहीं सकता हूँ, हम जमहूरियत पे चलते हैं तो वो जो फैसला होगा फिर क्या होता है इसके, इसका कब कितने बजे टेकअप करते हैं, ठीक है? तो बट 1:30 तक आप लोग आज़ाद हैं। और खान साहब आप अगर आप जवाब भी तलब कर लें ये जो कुछ सवाल अभी तक उठे हैं। अच्छा, इन द मीन टाइम इज एनीवन फ्रॉम द इलेक्शन कमीशन हियर? ऑफिसर, आप ऐसा करें जो आपकी ओरिजिनल फाइल है,
Yes, sir.
ओरिजिनल केस की फाइल,
जी जी सर,
क्योंकि उसमें क्या फाइलिंग्स हुई थी वो ओरिजिनल फाइल भी ले आई है।
राइट सर,
ठीक है। और अगर कोई साहब देखना चाहें मतलब आइदर साइड, वो भी उसको मुलाहिजा कर सकते हैं।
ठीक है,
ठीक है।